Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg making an appearance in Connecticut today, and he brought with him a federal grant aimed at upgrading the old Gold Star Memorial Bridge that connects New London to Groton. News 8's Wtnh has more.
Part of why we're bringing this level of funding is to make sure that the date for completion can come sooner than it would have if we hadn't intervened.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg officially announced the $158 million bipartisan infrastructure law funding for the northbound span of the Gold Star Memorial Bridge, which is now expected to be complete a year ahead of schedule. The 5-lane bridge, which is the largest in the state, carries 60,000 vehicles a day between New London and Groton.
As everybody here knows, the bridge is not in good enough shape. It's about to turn 80 years old. Parts of it have been given a rating of poor.
That means there is a 40-ton weight limit on it, and trucks with heavy loads have to go the long way around.
Every day, as was mentioned, we have to make the decision of taking that 17-mile loop around or loading our trucks underweight.
But with the $400 million rehabilitation already underway, those trucks won't have to leave I-95 once the project is complete. In this first phase alone, more than 160,000 rivets underneath here are being replaced with high-strength bolts. Now, this initial contract work began in the spring and will continue until June of 2025. The next month after that, in July, the second contract work begins and is expected to continue for 4 more years after that.
What it's going to do in those 4 years while it's being fixed is change people's lives and give them opportunity.
More jobs and more capacity, but not as much of a tax burden on Connecticut residents because other federal funding already earmarked for this project paid for almost half of it.
Now that we have this $158 million grant, that split has gone pretty much to 90% federal and 10% state funds,
giving the state more money for other projects. In New London.
Secretary Pete, thank you very much for the birthday present. See you on my 70th. Top that.
Wtnh, News 8.